Hey everyone. So, how does your faith, beliefs, and values provide you with discernment and direction when you experience unethical, unjust, and inappropriate situations in physical education and sport? Provide an example. Um, so, one of the main things that I think about in dealing with unethical behavior is my testimony. Um, Fortunately, I work at a Christian school, but there are still a lot of unethical things that go on. And I think about my testimony and um, just um, as a means to bringing more to faith in Christ. Like if I'm representing Christ in a way that dishonors Him or that is not biblical, then that's kind of be a bad, not only a bad representation of Him, but it's going to show, oh, this is what a Christian looks like. I don't want to be like that, or that's going to set the standard for what Christianity looks like. Um, so that's kind of a something that has helped me in dealing with these things. But a specific example has happened this year. I'm an elementary athletic director, and we had just finished our girls basketball season couple weeks ago, and we were coming home one day from a basketball game, and one of my girls, I was not driving. One of the parent volunteers were driving, and I was in the passenger seat. And one of the girls were, I mean, we had like four girls in the back. It was a van, and they were crazy just coming home. Even after a loss, they were going crazy, just having fun. I'm like, oh gosh, get me out of here. And um, eventually, it was a long ride home. Eventually, they started writing notes to each other, and I didn't even care what they were doing, but all of a sudden they gave me a note and they were like, here, Mr. Carbajal, this note is for you. And so I took it, and I couldn't believe what it said. I was shocked. I thought it was going to say something like, hey, Mr. Carbajal, how did I play today? How was my game? What can I improve on? Something basketball related. um, but it said, um, I don't know if it said my first or last name. I don't know if it said Matt or Mr. Carbajal, but it said one of them, and it said, "Can you come into my butt? That would be rad." And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to think. I was just shocked. I'm only 24. This is my second year being in the education or athletic field, and so I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I told her, it's very inappropriate, and I didn't want to make a huge deal in front of all the other girls and the other volunteer because he didn't even work for the school. So, anyways, I pulled her aside once we got out of the car, and I had met with my principal the next day, and again, I just wanted to be professional. I don't think my testimony was as like could be on the line as much because I think it's just a level of professionalism in this situation. I think there's in times of lying or cheating, like in sports, I think that's when like your testimony is like really on display. But here I just wanted to be professional and handle it right. So I took it to my boss, and um, it was really frustrating how she handled it, because the thing that I did wrong was I did not keep the note that this girl gave me. I gave it back to her because I was so frustrated and shocked. I did not keep the note, which I knew I should have. And my boss, um, I was kind of upset with what she said to me. She was like, "Well, Matt, if you don't have the note, then it's her word against your word. Like we can't prove it." What she said. I was like, "All right." So, anyways, but we did meet up with her. We had like a meeting with her, and she did admit to saying it, and um, so then we just kind of went from there. Like she apologized, and she was it was humiliating, and it was embarrassing for me, like to be in the same room as her. It was just awkward because the principal was like really tough on her, and I was like this girl is really a sweet girl. She's has a I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was peer pressure or what, but seems like she really has a great relationship with God, and I wasn't trying to like, let's get her in trouble or anything. I just wanted to do the right thing, and if I didn't do anything at all about it, I didn't know I didn't really know what to do, and I just didn't want to get in trouble and have it jeopardize my future, my career. And so yeah, I felt like I handled it right and professional, and I took it to higher authority, and so yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's my example, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. All right.